Hello, Timmy Nafso here, Executive Vice President and co-founder of FortisPay. More news from Google and Google Pay and Google Wallet and all of these things. We're seeing a lot of change happening here. One feeling that we have recently, Google Pay, which actually had last year or so, it was Android Pay and Google Wallet merging into Google Pay Send. But then you also had the Google Pay app. So in order to make a payment at a merchant location or at a business, you utilize the Google Pay app, while Google Pay Send was in order to send money back and forth peer-to-peer. Now, one thing that we're actually thinking or noticing, they combine the two all into the Google Pay app. In addition to that, you can get concert tickets and loyalty, upload them in that program as well. This evolution of trying to figure out these pieces of how you can simplify the experience when you know the writing's on the wall, right? And what I mean by the writing's on the wall is the general public, right? The consumer, they don't want to have to carry a wallet, period. Right? The idea now is, now we have watches that can pay, now we have phones that can pay, we're going to use a biometrics to pay, but really interesting is this next evolution of payment, which is going to be paying by voice, right? So as Google Pay starts to get better and better, and just recently we were talking about how Google launched Google Assist, where as a consumer, as a Google user, you can have Google Assist schedule appointments for you, make reservations, so on and so forth. We're also looking at how Google is going to allow, on a platform like the Alexa platform, to be able to say, hey, go ahead and make a payment to John for $75, and it'll go ahead and transmit the payment with some type of approval. That's all starting to happen and move quicker. And we're already seeing it in business, different products being tested to be able to say, hey, please add a payment, or please charge so-and-so this much. And using tokenization, which is the ability to store cards and contacts on file, it can recognize and connect to that account and apply a payment. So really cool things happening there. But this evolution that we're seeing is a bunch of products, right, that are actually very confusing to the consumer being consolidated into one, as Google has shown, right? Android Pay, Google Wallet, Google Pay Send, now all just becoming part of the Google Pay application, where everything having to do with payments is done right from the Google Pay app. In addition to that, seeing trends like being able to pay from Google Hangouts, right? So if you're in a chat with somebody, you can actually go ahead and make a payment. We're starting to see kind of these types of trends, utilizing chatbots to make payments. We've had some discussion about chatbots. So interesting concepts, interesting to see. The writing is on the wall. So you as a mid or small size business, we want to start to stay ahead of this and start to pay attention to what's happening and how we accept our payments, right? It's changed so much over the last decade, but really over the next 2, 3, 4 years, we're going to see faster change than we've probably seen in 20 or 30 years. Please comment below, and thanks for listening.